welcome back to our channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and we are watching episode 63 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
So 2 episodes left. We've been looking forward to seeing how this series was going to end for so long. The last episode really felt like the end of an Avengers movie where everyone fighting the big bad. But now it's just Ed versus the father, and obviously we feel like Ed's going to win. But for my other predictions for this series and how it's going to end, I really do feel that Hohenheim is going to sacrifice himself at the end of the day to bring back Alphonse and then also get Ed's leg back.
Yeah.
Hopefully Hawkeye's vision too.
Yeah, and Izumi's
insides, yeah.
I guess. I mean, that would be really... I mean, it would be, like, bittersweet, obviously, because we love Hohenheim, but I feel like it has to end with them getting, like, the pieces of them back, at least with Al coming back, you know?
And with Hohenheim being a Philosopher's Stone anyway, too. Like, you know, there was always that kind of, like, debate once they found out about how the Philosopher's Stones were made on, like, how to actually do that. But, you know, Hohenheim being it himself, like, he could actually make that choice on his own. And, I mean, there's really not much they could do for the souls that are already lost to make that Philosopher's Stone. So I definitely feel like that's going to happen here. I wonder if, like, the father's really just going to be taken out, like, I don't want to say relatively easy now at this point, but, you know, he's really taking a beating down at this point. We haven't seen the father as weak as he has yet. But I feel like we'll be able to take him out probably this episode, and I feel like the last episode is probably going to be like kind of like a recap, if I had to guess. That's just my thought process.
Are you going to live out the rest of your life as a slave without the rights of a real man? In that case, you're no different from me, trapped inside this stuffy flask.
I can't believe we're at the end.
The other side of the gateway.
All right, clobber that bastard! How can this happen when I've absorbed God? How can a mere human, a meager alchemist with his bare hands?
Because you're not as strong as you thought you were.
He needs to like disappear and evaporate.
I don't feel like it's over yet. Oh, what?
What was that about? Oh, is he breaking? Oh, he's reaching for Creed.
No!
Don't, come on.
No!
Fuck you, Dad. Oh, come on, yes, come on, Lee.
You're gonna get dragged in with me!
I'm not letting you go that easily!
Oh!
If I'm gonna be emperor!
Just let go! You know, it's not quite as ideal as being king of the world, but I can make do with Emperor of Shing. Let's fight him together!
Oh, yeah!
That's more like it!
Oh! He saved him.
It's time to say goodbye, kid. There's no point in you getting sucked into my old man with me.
Oh.
It can't end this way!
Ah, you fell for it! Hook, line, and sinker, you little pissant!
He's just saying that.
That was the one and only lie of my life.
Oh.
Lord Fawn has a Philosopher's Stone. So you don't even need me anymore, kid.
But I do.
Oh.
Wait, Greed! No, wait! Don't do this!
Hey! Lord Fawn! Later.
Oh.
Greed, no!
Greed!
So he's just Ling again.
I finally got away from that annoying brat.
So what's happening here then?
Greed! I've reversed the ultimate shield you gave me. And transformed your body into the most fragile carbon there is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn it. It looks like this is the end.
You're wrong, Greed! They'll always be a part of you! Friends are a part of your soul!
Why don't you team up with us? You've got nothing. Why not come with us?
I can't believe I let Ling and the little runt talk to me that way.
Because you had friends.
No. He really became one of my favorite characters on this show.
That's all I really need. It gave me everything I could want.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
My friends.
His body's still weak, right? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, good.
How much more can this fucker take? Oh shit, that might be the answer.
Oh my gosh, the souls.
A stone! You destroyed my stone.
Stupid little hands.
But why? I just wanted to understand this world's knowledge. I wanted to experience it. Free. I just wanted to be free.
Oh my gosh.
He's in the void.
Why did you refuse to join me? Why, God? How did I disappoint you?
You were incapable of believing.
This is God?
You stole your power from others. You rejected your human origins and chose to covet the power of what you call God. You never grew beyond your days in the flask.
I only wanted to obtain perfection. I wanted this world's knowledge for my own.
Humans who would dare to play God must pay a steep price for their arrogance.
He said it himself.
That is truth.
I can't go back. Please stop. I
Go
can't
back
bear
where?
to be bound any longer.
Like into like a flask again?
No, 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 no.
This despair is reserved for the
gosh.
boastful.
Just tell me what I was supposed to do.
You brought this outcome upon yourself.
What I do wrong? What should I have done?
You simply must have seen the answer with your own eyes.
Wow.
It's not your fault, May. It was Al's decision.
Ed, I've got the toll for him. Take it. It's a philosopher's stone. Use it to bring him back.
Oh, Ling.
As much as I want to, I can't. I promised Al we'd never use a philosopher's stone.
Hohenheim's gonna do it right.
He has to. Hohenheim's like, I didn't promise
There has to
nothing.
be a way to get him back. Just keep thinking.
Edward. Use my life for the toll. Use me
Oh.
to save Alphonse. I've got just enough life left.
No way! I could never do that, you dumbass! This doesn't have anything to do with you!
I won't use another human life to get Al back.
And I don't care whose it is! Why should you sacrifice your life for our mistake?
Because I'm his father.
No.
And that's the only thing that matters. You don't know how much you boys mean to me. And I do bear some responsibility for this. This might not have happened if I'd just been there for you. I'm sorry, Ed. Just give me this chance to act like a father for once in my life.
Shut up, you rotten father! You say something that dumb again, and I'll knock you out!
No.
There has to be some way. I know it. I know there is.
Okay. I mean, that'd be awesome. There was, but like how?
Is that?
A
It's a
transmutation
human
circle?
transmutation circle!
Okay.
I'll
Is
be
he gonna
back
do
in a few
himself?
minutes. This is my last transmutation.
What is he?
Is he like trying to sacrifice himself for
But
him? I don't think it didn't feel like that, right? Like,
maybe he's gonna talk to him directly, the entity?
I
Yeah.
take it you're here to retrieve your brother? What's your payment? Do you intend to offer your own body?
Yeah, I've got your payment right here. So go ahead and take it.
What does he mean by that?
the door?
This thing is my portal of truth.
Huh.
So I get to make the decision on how it's used.
It's come to that. You do realize that you'll never be able to perform alchemy again without your
Oh.
I know it contains every secret alchemy has to offer. However, it's also led me astray.
Huh.
You're willing to cast it aside, to lower yourself to a simple human?
What do you mean lower myself?
Yeah,
It's the only
yeah.
thing I've ever been. Just a simple human that couldn't save a little girl.
Was he referring to Nina? So he's gonna give up his
Who even needs
alchemy.
when
Oh
I've
my
got them?
gosh.
You've done it! That's the right answer! Good job! You beat me!
Oh.
Go ahead! Take him home! Goodbye, Edward Elric!
Wow. So is that the answer that, like, I guess this truth was looking for?
Now let's go home. Together.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Zampano and Darius,
Oh.
you're all here. Dad,
Oh.
Welcome back.
home at last.
Can someone get him a burger? Wow, what a freaking crazy.
To conclude our coverage of today's events, General Armstrong and Colonel Mustang have taken control of Central Command and successfully halted the military coup d'etat perpetrated by the senior staff,
To the mom.
who was centered around an alchemic procedure
Oh my
which would
gosh.
sacrifice the nation's population.
All of their opposing forces have now been disarmed.
Our Führer, King Bradley, and his son Selim tragically lost their lives amidst the day's turmoil.
So is it gonna be Mustang?
Colonel Mustang released an official statement that he would carry on with the Führer's wishes and that he would personally oversee all matters of national security.
What are you gonna do, Hohenheim?
You are the one who gave me blood, right? Don't you even want freedom? Well, I'd hate to be guilty of asking too much, but I think I'd be happy if I could just leave this flask.
You were born of my blood, dwarf in the flask. In the end, you and I were still as one.
We are all in debt to the efforts of Edward and Alphonse. Without those boys' relentless courage, this nation would be no more. Thank you very much.
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh, Hohenheim.
He's just gonna
Is
take
he
off.
leaving?
Where's he gonna go?
Are you gonna say bye to anybody?
I feel like he's not, right? Oh, he's gonna go visit his wife.
Hello, Tricia. I'm home. So get this. Ed actually called me his father.
Oh.
Although he did preface it with rotten.
Oh, is he gonna like deteriorate?
Living through all of these endless years, I always felt like I'd been struck with a curse. But then I found you, and we had our sons, and I suddenly felt blessed. I've had a fulfilling life.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks to you. But now, believe it or not, I actually want to keep on living.
Oh.
Guess I'm pretty hopeless. Aren't I, Tricia?
Hohenheim!
Is he dead?
No, you were
He's like,
Grade. He died.
Silly old fool. Well, at least you died with a smile on your face, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's all Hohenheim.
what an emotional episode. I got teary-eyed a little bit there watching Hohenheim and Greed lose their lives. And, you know, Greed, that was pretty emotional in and of itself. And I said it like during this episode, but he slowly became one of my favorite characters. And I said it probably many, many episodes ago that Hohenheim was one of my favorite characters. And that was so unique for me because at first I thought, like, before I really knew the dynamics between, like, the father and, like, actually Hohenheim, I thought, you know, it was just Hohenheim that was doing all this very, very early on. But when it was revealed that he wasn't and we actually saw, like, how much he cared, like, it really made me love his character so much. And he honestly became one of my favorite characters.
And the fact that he went back to his wife's grave to die, I mean, it was just... Like, I mean, it was sad because he was like, you know, for the longest time he thought it was like a curse that he had lived that long. And then once he reconnected with his sons, it was like he wanted to keep living. But I feel like he just died of old age, maybe. I don't know, because it's like...
I feel like
maybe he like got wounded.
Well, remember, like, all like the souls had like he had been like jettisoning them to like help out, and like he obviously exerted himself a lot when he was going against the father. And then I also just feel like he was ready, even though he said like you know he wanted to keep living.
It's like he fulfilled what he needed to do.
Yeah, and then the fact that his sons were both alive and fine now, and they made up for like everything that happened to them. It really makes me wonder what's going to happen for Alphonse and Ed, how they're going to feel about the whole situation. I felt like this last episode was going to be a little bit of like, you know, kind of a wrap up of the entire story, which is like, looks like what it's going to happen.
It's crazy that Ed gave up his alchemy, like his use of alchemy. But I mean, if that was going to be like the trade-off, that would be what would be the trade-off. Like he can never do alchemy again. He gave up like his portal of truth. Yeah. I just never saw that coming. I really thought it was going to be Hohenheim, or I thought he was going to have to sacrifice himself.
Which Hohenheim was ready to do, but even Ling was ready to give up his Philosopher's Stone too. Man, that's just like... this show, it really gets you in your feels sometimes. It's got like some pretty emotional moments, and honestly, it's just one of my favorite animes, if not my favorite anime of all time.
I wonder if Al will be able to use his alchemy, though. Probably, right? Because he never gave up
I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll probably... I mean, even if I don't know if they'll actually answer that question here. Like, I don't know if it's like a big thing because I don't know if they're necessarily going to need it too much anymore. It's sad that, you know, Mustang didn't get his sight back, you know, especially because he didn't actually open up the portal on his own. Like, you know, Izumi opened it because she was trying to do something. Ed obviously was trying to do something.
And he was like...
He was forced into it.
Yeah, that's like the really sad thing, and he still had to pay the price, you know. All right, well, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon if you want to watch our full-length reactions to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We upload them over there. The link's down in the description below.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.